Boundaries aren't selfish, it's self-care. So I think we could start today by thinking about, well, what is a boundary? Because it's a word that gets bandied about a lot. But a boundary is essentially an imaginary line that separates me from you. It could be a boundary around physical space, it could be a boundary around my feelings, my needs, my responsibilities from others. My boundaries also tell other people how they can treat me, what's acceptable to me and what isn't. And boundaries allow me to be my true self. That is where the self-care part comes in, because healthy boundaries mean that I value my own thoughts and feelings, and that I understand I'm not responsible for how other people think or feel. And I've never really liked the word boundary. It feels quite harsh and quite separate. So I have renamed it to loving limits, or reworded it to loving limits, because healthy loving limits are about a limit that shows that you love you. It's not about limiting other people or boundarying other people, although it does have an effect on other people in your life. It's a loving limit that indicates that you have enough love for yourself to be able to put this healthy boundary in and honour who you truly are and what you are about. If the loving limits take out all the worry about what we should be doing, should I take this on, should I take that on, should I be doing more of this, more of that, and when you begin to put loving limits into your life, you begin to create realistic expectations for the people that you interact with, so that they know where their line is, or the imaginary line is, that really it's not okay for them to cross. Because one of the things I think we do, particularly as women, is we overextend ourselves, volunteer for everything, agree to do everything. So a loving limit can also be sort of saying no to things that perhaps don't align with your priorities. So loving limits is all about creating safety for yourself, by keeping out what feels uncomfortable or hurtful. That's a healthy loving limit. But we as women struggle with loving limits because we've been taught not to have them. We've been conditioned to be the peacekeeper, to fawn over people, to keep them happy, give them what they want, to keep them happy. But it's at very big detriment to ourselves. So, how do we start putting loving limits into our lives? Saying no is the obvious one. However, no can be a big word to take on initially. So we need to come up with ways of saying it that still feel right for us, but also they hold that's loving limit that we want to keep. Because very often people think if you're holding a boundary, you're rude or you're selfish or you're unkind, and you're none of these things. You're just not giving that person what they want. And you might have inadvertently trained them that is what you will do. So when we start putting loving limits into our life, expect some kickback. So start small, start simple. Don't walk into your boss's office and demand that you only have to work 2 hours a day for the same paying conditions. We're going to start with people that we feel safe with. That's a low stakes situation. And we're going to practice saying things like, that doesn't work for me right now, or that's not something I want to join in right now, or maybe when I have more time. Rather than the flat no, it's a softer way of saying the exact same thing, and without overcommitting yourself to anything. So if you have enjoyed this video and you feel that you are going to be able to take a tiny step forward to putting loving limits into your life in safe, low stakes situations, please tell me in the comments how you've put your boundaries in. What did you say without just saying no? Because a flat no with no other words around it is probably the most difficult boundary to hold, but we will get to that another time. Let's start small and build up slowly so we have success. If you want more of this sort of thing, come and hang out in the Becoming Hive, my free Facebook community for quietly rebellious introverted women over 40. There's a link below. In the Becoming Hive, we talk real strategies, no fluff, no bullshit. You could also like this video, comment on this video and subscribe to this channel. Dust off your throne and polish your crown, Queen, because when you are well, the whole hive thrives. Until next time, swear softly, rebel radiantly, and buzz bravely.